Welcome to the latest anime and manga news for the week ending November 28th, 2020. Let's get into it. The Gundam exclusive manga magazine Gundam Ace announced 3 brand new manga this week in the Gundam franchise. The first 2 launched in this month's issue, and the third will launch next month. The first new manga this month is Iwasaki's The 30ish Office Worker Haman-sama, which reimagines Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam's grave antagonist Haman Karn as a modern corporate section chief in the apparel company Neo Zeon. I can't wait to read that. The second is Tani's Rawl Feasts Ramba Rawl's Immortal Meal. Might be Immoral Meal, I'm not sure. A gourmet manga showing Zeon Ace Ramba Rawl taking care of the nightclub Club Eden while its staff are away and enjoying freely eating without anyone to bother him. The cooking and gourmet sections of the manga are being supervised by Sanami Suzuki, who has created several manga, including the cooking-focused Hokusai Tomeshi Seireba. Each chapter will also feature an afterword from Suzuki on the chapter's featured meal. Next month's new manga is Osamui Wakai and Satoshi Takemiya's Amuro to Boku, or Amuro and I. This manga does not have an official synopsis yet, so folks will have to keep an eye out for this one next month. Now, here's the thing. Haman Karn is one of the scariest villains in Gundam history. And so, she's just this no-nonsense leader of Neo Zeon who just gets the work done. And so reimagining her as the head of an office department in an apparel company is hilariously perfect. Like, it fits. Yeah. And I'm sure we're going to have tons of, cameos from various Gundam characters in there. But I did not realize Gundam Ace, and I had to do some more digging. Obviously, none of these are, Gundam storylines. They're all spin-off things.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I guess you kind of have to do with a franchise as long-running as Gundam. I don't know.
Well, it just provides the opportunity for merchandising and money.
Yep.
More money.
Absolutely.
Well, because they had me at Ramba Rawl's Immoral Feast.
Yes.
I take my money. Mm-hmm. Just take it all. Just how much will this get me?
Yeah.
Basically, what
yeah.
I feel like. But I given that I enjoy, I'm a foodie and I enjoy those kinds of things. If you watch Midnight Diner Tokyo's live action, there's a story, but it's all revolved around food. Food wars, I'm still enjoying.
Yep.
I'm kind of. I don't get to it as much as I often as I can, but I've been seeing actual videos on YouTube. Speaking of food wars, of actual chefs making the dishes.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Anime. Yes.
And they are on the anime they sound fantastic. It's there's no way there's going to do that. The rice dish she does in the first couple episodes, where the gelatin melts into the rice.
Yeah.
So they actually did that, and you actually see it in real life happening.
Cool.
And I'm just it's like this at the screen. You're just oh,
yeah.
I want. Can I have? So of course I'm going to be getting this manga.
Steve, have you seen Samurai Gourmet?
I love Samurai Gourmet.
Isn't that great?
I actually did a review of that on my channel. That is a wonderful little show. That is, oh my god! For those of you who haven't seen it, go see it. It's.
I have not.
So this guy retires, okay, and he's got nothing to do in his life, and his wife is basically who is very young-ish compared to him. Mm-hmm. And so she kicks him out of the house, basically. It's just go out and go walk. So he's walking around.
Do something.
And he sees all these food joints that he's never paid attention to before because he's always been a good worker and he's always been rushing by these places to get on time to work and do his job and the salary man. And now he has the time to enjoy these things. And as he's going in, he's confronted with social faux pas and things like that. And he goes, what would the hero from my samurai novels do? And so he imagines a samurai coming into the restaurant, ordering a bowl of ramen, and it's just and he kind of emulates that. So,
it's great fun.
But it's really between that and there's episodes that are really kind of sweet where where he remembers like his childhood and a particular like grilled fish that he had at this particular inn that he and his friends used to go to. So there's an entire episode of just him on his own little vacation finding this place and just having that memory, that food memory, and just it's like that moment from Ratatouille where the guy he eats the critic at the end and he has a wonderful memory. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
But sorry, I kind of taking over here. But
no.
Samurai Gourmet. Oh.
I believe it's a Netflix series and it's live action. So
yep.
And one of the fun things about it is that when we say he imagined what Samurai would be, they completely like reset the restaurant to look like it's a samurai era restaurant, and like all of the people who were in the restaurant before are now the same actors but in samurai period dress, acting like a samurai era, like Edo period. So it's really playing around, really a lot of fun. The episode with the Bakugai Jin was probably my favorite as well. Two Americans come into a restaurant and try to order food, and everyone's kind of rolling their eyes, and so it's the whole foreigner thing.
Yeah, it's great. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful little show.
Very fun. All right, that is not the only news this week though, because Haruhi is back. This week finally brought the launch of the long-awaited Intuition of Haruhi Suzumiya novel. The first new entry in the series in more than 9 years, and several special things happened to celebrate the release, but it wouldn't be Haruhi if not. Kadokawa posted a special 15-second video preview for the novel on YouTube, voiced by Haruhi herself, Aya Hirano. An official English translation was not provided with a video, but a kind fan on YouTube provided a fan translation. Quote, "Good news! The new story of SOS Brigade appears. A mystery message suddenly arrives from Tsuruya-san. This must be a challenge to us. Now things are getting interesting." End quote. Aya Hirano's voice has also been released across the internet through her music catalog, which has been released on streaming services worldwide. The back catalog includes both opening scenes from The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, along with a number of other songs from this series and many of Hirano's personal albums. On December 9th, the music of Yuko Goto, who voices Mikuro in the series, will also release across major streaming services. Between the two catalogs, a total of 557 songs will be made available. Speaking of music, the musicians make up the series' fictional band Inaz, minus Haruhi, held a 30-minute live concert to celebrate the new novel, complete with North High School uniforms and a stage setup reminiscent of the one in the anime. The video is available on the Kadokawa Anime YouTube channel until December 19th, so rush to see that. Finally, the event referenced in the mysterious announcement made on the website prior to the novel's launch turned out to be a makeover of Tokorozawa Sakura Town in Tokorozawa City, Saitama Prefecture. The event features an art installation, as well as posters, banners, and flags featuring the SOS Brigade logo, the weird thing, and the message, "I am here," which, if you've seen Haruhi, you know what that means. A mysterious message written in an alien language also appeared on the ground of Tokorozawa Sakura Town.
Oh, cool.
Kadokawa's YouTube channel also posted a full 2-minute video highlighting the message and showing the view of it from above and various angles. What could it mean? I guess we'll have to wait and find out. So, more Haruhi is definitely worming its way into pop culture.
I
like the collab thing where they're going out to Saitama Prefecture and doing things.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like Osai with Girls in Panzer with all the poster boards and bits and pieces and things everywhere.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool. Very cool. And so for those not familiar, without getting into spoilers, this is recreating some things that happen in the story, and kind of doing various versions of that in real life. So curious because some of that stuff has not been actually explained yet in the anime or perhaps in the novels. I don't know. So maybe we'll get more background, more history. Who knows?
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Especially because I am not up on my Haruhi lore beyond the anime. As far as I know, Tsuruya-san is one of the few non-aliens time traveler or espers in the series. So getting a special message from Tsuruya-san. Just say it. Hopefully that will be
it's revealed
thing.
being a zombie.
Who knows? Yes.
Zombie Koroi wa desu ka?
And for those of us who have not watched the anime, read the manga, or have yet, or will reading.
Oh,
as they come out. For those of us,
yeah, I know what Tsuru-chan's going to reveal. She's from another world. She's been reincarnated from another world into this one. It's the only possible answer. Now, the Association of Japanese Animations released a yearly anime industry report that they released this. It tracks and analyzes trends across the industry and in certain aspects over the previous year. The AGA released its preliminary findings on 2019 this week and plans to release the full report on the 30th. The preliminary report found that the anime industry overall rose 15.1% in 2019 to 2.5 trillion yen, around $24 billion US. The market was at 1.26 trillion yen in 2009, so the industry has almost doubled in the last decade. The report's authors noted they had been concerned the industry would decline in 2019 due to Japan's declining birth rate, the shrinking of the domestic market, and China tightening regulations in April of 2019, but that was clearly not the case. In fact, the anime film market rose more than 62% from the year before, and internet distribution rose 15%. I wonder how much of that 62% was Demon Slayer. A few segments of the market did decline in 2019, including TV, home video, and music. The TV segment decreased about 15%, in contrast to the internet segment increasing by the same amount, and the home video market unsurprisingly decreased by 4%. So no huge shocks there. The overseas market continues to make up the largest share of the industry, accounting for 1.2 trillion yen in 2019, 19% up from the last year. The commodities market, merch, made up the second largest share, up 16% from the previous year. And the arcade and amusement center portion, all those gambling games, made up the third largest share with an increase of almost 13%. The authors attributed some of the increase in the commodities market to the widely popular Rilakuma and Tsumiko Gurashi brands, and the increase in arcade and amusement centers to increasing collaborations between popular anime franchises and pachinko and slot machines. Hey!
Here we go.
They pointed out 2020's numbers will likely have a large decrease because of the coronavirus, so it'll probably take until 2021's report to fully understand the impact of 2019's numbers on the whole market. But still, I think cause for celebration.
Celebrate, yes.
Yeah.
And,
I'll finally get the pachinko franchises that I've always desired. I mean, I'll finally get more anime like I've always desired.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm clearly in the wrong career type thing. I'm just like I feel like opening up a pachinko parlor here in Baltimore.
Exactly.
Apparently.
There you go. See?
That'd be fun.
Right.
It's an underserved market.
It is an underserved market.
Yeah. What could go wrong, as they say.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing could go wrong.
I'm sure the Maryland Gaming's Commission will probably have no problem with it.
It's all above board in Japan, all those pachinko parlors, I'm sure.
Exactly.
They don't feature...
it'll give them... as long as I can couch it as hey, I'll give 50% of the income to the Stadium Authority, which will give it to Education, Maryland State of Education, which is actually how you do it here. This is how we get a casino in Baltimore, because we actually have a casino in Baltimore now.
It's true.
Interesting.
And that's actually how it works, is that the half the revenue is supposed to somehow funnel its way to the Maryland State Stadium Authority. And it goes into the Department of Education. So I'm sure if I could just hey, look, let me open a pachinko parlor. Yeah. It's okay. You don't need to regulate. You don't need to regulate.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to give you your 50%.
It regulates itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe someone in the chat said Yakuza, so yeah, I'm sure it'll regulate itself.
Yeah.
I think that was the Haruhi reveal. That's the secret thing, is that they're Yakuza.
Yeah, no, and the weird thing is that it's not just the fact that it's pachinko parlors. It's the fact that they are, you know, anime-themed pachinko parlors or anime-themed pachinko machines that provide extra content for folks who are curious about that franchise. So you get reveals about Slayers or whatever. So it's this very specific thing because pachinko machines are, you know, would not be actually hard to like build and put together, but it's the fact that you're getting spoilers for EVA 3.0, 1.0. I don't know. It's, you know, it's weird. Now, things have been pretty quiet in the Macross franchise for quite a while, but as of this week, the drought might be coming to an end. It was announced that Macross Frontier will be holding a new live concert, its first solo live in 10 years. The concert is set to be held in Tokyo on February 5th and 6th, 2021. This was revealed at the end of the Air Macross F Live 2020 at Macross live stream program. I don't know. Which took place on the official Macross YouTube channel, Macross. It's Macross as in channel, but on November 23rd. The concert will be titled Sankyo Presents Macross F Galaxy Live 2021. They're not done yet. Listen to our song. That's literally the title. And will star both Mayan and Megumi Nakajima, a.k.a. Cheryl Nome and Ronka Lee, as its main performers. The previous Macross Frontier Live, the Super Dimensional Super Live Merry Christmas Without You, took place at Nippon Budokan Hall in Tokyo and Kobe Port Island in December of 2010. Further details will be updated on the official Macross portal site and Twitter account, so fans can keep an eye out for their chance to attend, or at least hopefully snag a live stream or future DVD release. You know, I used to have a Google alert to email me daily when anything across the internet mentioned Macross. And a few weeks ago, I turned it off because I never got anything for like months. It just was never showing up in any of the news, any of the whatever.
Right.
It had dried up. So it's definitely nice hearing some stirrings within the Macross universe.
Well, as I say, it's a little engine that could, like Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, so it will just keep going. I'll be curious to see this concert series. It'd be interesting.
Yeah. And I think it's wise going back because obviously Macross Delta came after Frontier, but the Macross Frontier concert, because it was Yoko Kanno, that was a big deal. And having both a well-known singer take part in it as well as the new girl, so to speak, that made it pretty special in a lot of ways. So I think going back to that is a good way of pulling in fans. And I think it's Delta. It's just that was a big deal. So we'll see. I don't know. Do you all think that a concert would be enough to like ignite it? Like, if you were whoever's responsible for greenlighting new Macross works, would the success of a concert necessarily sway you significantly towards a new anime series or anime work?
I mean, it depends on exactly how crazy hot that concert, the demand for that concert was. I mean, if it was like, busted the internet because people are tuning into the live feed, then, that I'm sure would be the point you could turn around and be like, hey, investors, we're going to do this project. Look at the kind of traffic we're getting for this.
Yep.
It definitely would be interesting because it's a cheap way of gaining interest, throwing on a concert, honestly. And you know what the music is to Macross, so I would imagine if it didn't sway new viewers, it might cause a resurgence in people like ourselves who are familiar with the series, watch the series, love the series, and go on. And if it's something like, to me, if this was to say, hey, we're doing these concerts and guess what we're going to have at the end of it, if someone's going to promote that there's a new series, a movie, a whatever it is, light novel,
pachinko game.
Pachinko game.
Movie will be on the pachinko game. You have to play the game.
Keep playing
to see the film. I
need the last 15 minutes, please. But
here's the mortgage to my house.
Yeah, right. But yeah, I think that, you know, if you're going to do that, I think there's a payoff here somewhere, and I think that's whatever that is going to be. Personally, I hope it's a new series, a new movie, a new OVA. For all I know, it'll probably be, in all likelihood, I think it'll probably be an album. I think it'll be a CD.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What I'm also curious
still
about...
makes money.
Yeah. Yoko Kanno conducted those concerts. She was there as the conductor, and she played the piano during them. But there's no mention in this of Yoko Kanno, so I don't know if she's going to be involved or not. That'll be curious.
If she is, then that's going to be a huge draw. Her arrangements are amazing. You know, just not just her piano work, but you know the stuff that she wrote. You know, all that. So, you know, we were talking. You were trying to give away Escaflowne earlier. when she was at Otakon, when I got the pleasure of seeing her at Otakon, she played the main theme on piano, and you know for the crowd and as she was playing it, the crowd was, we were all just like softly singing it as she was playing it, and so she was up there like really surprised, and of course at the end of it she doesn't really know any English, but she was just like hearts. So but that would be really now if Yoko Kanno becomes a part of that, then okay, I'm taking the day off. I'm trying to figure out a way to get to see this.
Stream this. Yeah.
How do I do this? How do I get it? Yes, here's money I don't have. Please take it. Please take my POS card, you know, and collateral, because I'm just a huge fan of her stuff.
Yeah.
That would be cool if she was.
And to be clear, like she's kind of moved on.
Yeah.
She composed and conducted the official theme for the coronation of the new emperor.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty big stuff.
She's busy. Yeah. So, which is why I say it'll be interesting to see if she comes back for this, because you know her reputation has risen to the point where she certainly doesn't have to.
Right.
So
she kind of hit that Paul McCartney point where
exactly
he writes like classical pieces for orchestras now.
But moving right along, as we're all aware, most big conventions and events this year have had to move to online formats. A lot of them take place through live streams or chat clients, but if you've taken the next step, constructing full virtual venues to try to mimic the authentic experience, the upcoming Jump Festa 2021 online, an annual event from Shueisha's many Jump manga magazines, is doing just that. This week they revealed the Jump Fest Island, a virtual floating city featuring a number of different areas for hosting sections of the event. Attendees can participate either through the Jump Festa 2021 online app or on the official website, and will control original characters drawn by the magazine's serialized authors. Through these characters, participants can explore Jump Fest Island to take part in various attractions, mini events, mini games, and other surprises across the area. Some of the venue's notable areas include Jump Super Stage, Jump Studio, and Jump Amusement Tower, where guest programs will be broadcast, the Jump Drawings Museum, and the Jump Manga Museum, where original drawings and manga from the magazine's works will be showcased, the Zebrak Library, where guests can read various Jump manga for free during the event, and, of course, the Jump Fest store to purchase exclusive and limited time merch. The event will take place on December 19th and 20th. Now, obviously, not every con organizer is effing Shueisha. Resources required for this are nuts. But what a cool idea to have kind of a virtual space.
I love the idea of it. I really do.
How many servers are we going to have to dedicate to get a virtual space functionally?
Here's the other thing. They're saying you can access this through your smartphone. So this can't be VR. Like, it's clearly just, here's a thing, tap a thing to zoom in to this, image. It must be some kind of,
like Google Map type thing.
Yeah, pre-rendered thing via kind of zooming around or something. Because otherwise, that or the website, but still, I mean, it's still amazing.
I want a little avatar to walk through the whole area.
Well, that's what apparently you can do. They'll have all these original characters drawn by,
Oda. That's going to take a lot of crunching to navigate individual avatars linked to smartphones, PCs, tablets, freaking everything.
Understand? They say you will be able to, not you will be able to see other people. So I suspect, they will pre-render, 100 other avatars in there that are just kind of standing there.
Not moving, not consuming data. Oh my God. There you go.
You can wander.
I love the fact that they have Jump Tower. Do they also have Jump Plaza?
I was going to say, yeah. As I was reading that, this sounds weird. It's just...
it comes off a little weird.
Yeah. It's like you can't just say, XYZ trumps everyone else on the market. Just trump that word. Sounds different now.
It's just there.
But it's a really neat idea, I think, and good on a company like Shueisha, for lack of a better word, not cheaping out and providing something really remarkable for their event.
Which definitely will draw a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, money. Yay!
Yeah. And for something that, again, that in and of itself can't turn a profit, right? Everything else can turn a profit, but they are clearly just pouring money into that, hoping it pulls more folks in. So,
which you've got the Fest shop in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you're gonna. It's actually gonna provide some really interesting data in and of itself. It's like just what are the people going to? What are they gravitating to? What are they reading? In this Zabrak library, what's popular in there? What needs a re-release? If they put an older set of volumes in there, are people really gravitating to that? Let's do a re-release of that. You know what I mean? It's like it provides a lot of market information as well. So.
Absolutely, yeah.
I'll be there. I'll have my avatar of the big white gaijin walking around with the camera.
The Baka Gaijin. Hey, it's Baka Gaijin. How you doing?
There we are. Let's see here. Also this week, a few news stories that we wanted to mention. Might not discuss in much detail, though we might. We'll see. Toei Animation announced this week that its upcoming Precure TV anime series, that's the Magical Girl franchise that's been going on since practically forever, will be titled Tropical Rouge Precure. It's set to premiere in spring of 2021, and it will be the 18th Precure series. The tagline is Transform with Makeup, Invincible Determination. It'll replace the currently airing Healin' Good Precure, which premiered on February 2nd.
Transform and roll out.
This week, Hobby Japan revealed that a TV anime adaptation is in the works for Yuri Kitayama and Riv's Seirei Gensoku Spirit Chronicles light novel series. Osamu Yamasaki is directing it at TMS Entertainment in collaboration with WoW World. The novels tell the story of Rio, an orphan boy living in the slums, who suddenly realizes, at 7 years old, that he's actually the reincarnation of, a Japanese college student, and that he, of course, possesses remarkable magical powers. He uses new powers to solve a kidnapping, and as a reward, finds himself enrolled in a prestigious academy. The novel began serialization online in 2014, and there's a manga that started in 2017 as well. The official website of the Watak 10 and Angel Flew Down to Me anime series announced the franchise getting a new anime project. Further details at a later date. The original anime premiered in January of 2019 and was based on the Watashi ni Tenchi ga Mayorita, 4-panel manga, telling the story of Sky College otaku Miyako, who meets her 5th grade sister's classmate and friend and falls for her at first sight. Okay, I'm switching over because clearly there's more to be said here.
It's cute little cute girls and a college age girl who has a thing for cute little girls and wants to dress them up and take pictures of them and hug them, and it's kind of cringy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
it's the way that they portray the girls. At least it's sort of they're like a little more aware that this college age lady is weird,
Okay.
but they, you know what I mean? So it's not as super cringy as it could be, like if they didn't understand what this woman is like, got this odd fetish. They kind of understand it and they play along with it just because it's like, yeah, she's just weird.
I remember
So
this
it's
now.
like
Yeah.
I watched. Yeah, it's it's.
Yeah, I saw episode 1 and I was
don't-
like, uncomfortable.
Yeah, I made it to episode 2. And I was
Okay.
like, yeah,
Mhm.
I'll just put that on the back burner. Maybe, somebody will say something that will be like, oh, I better re-kickstart this engine. Nope.
Fair enough. Yeah. The Japan Foundation will hold an online film festival in certain countries from December 4th through 13th. The JFF Plus Online Film Festival will take place on the Japanese Film Festival's website, NATCH, where the featured anime films will stream for free for 24 hours. The films will feature in order are Gone the Little Fox, Tokyo Marble Chocolate, Drawer Hobbs, Sumiko Gurashi, Good to Be in the Corner, Little Spider Girl, Norman the Snowman Northern Light, and On a Night of Shooting Stars, Kick Heart, Pigtails, The Girl from the Other Side, and Moon of a Sleepless Night. The festival will stream 1 or 2 movies a day throughout the December dates, and will be available in the US, Australia, Cambodia, India, Indonesia, New Zealand, and South Korea. Excuse me. The festival will also take place in Canada, Mexico, and Brazil in February of next year, and other countries in January and March. Good old regional, schedule stuff. The link to the ANN article is in the video description as usual if you'd like to check the festival out. Mangaka Sui Ishida, creator of the horror phenomenon Tokyo Ghoul, announced his next manga this week. He revealed that he's finished the storyboard for the new Superhuman X, and also revealed a black and white teaser image that definitely seems to fit the vibe of his previous works. Tokyo Ghoul ran in Weekly Young Jump from 2011 to 2014, and Tokyo Ghoul Re from 2014 to 2018. In news which probably shouldn't shock anyone at this point, the Demon Slayer Mugen Train film continues to break records and dominate the movie market. As of this week, it surpassed Your Name and Frozen to become the 3rd highest earning film of all time in Japan. Only 2 left for it to chase, Titanic at number 2 and Spirited Away at number 1. After the week's numbers are finalized, it's also expected to be the top grossing animated film worldwide in 2020 and the number 5 film overall. Your Name director Makoto Shinkai commented on the news on Twitter saying, "What? Already? LOL. Though I feel frustrated, it's the nature of a healthy entertainment industry that the records are constantly being beaten right. I will do my best every day so I can at least make good films." End quote. Trust me, Shinkai, you make good films. Though it hasn't achieved Demon Slayer levels of success, the Violet Evergarden film has been doing very respectably in theaters as well. As of this week, it has stayed in Japan's top 10 films for its entire 10-week run so far. It also surpassed the K-On! Movie to become KyoAni's 2nd highest grossing anime film of all time, just behind A Silent Voice. Which, I'll be honest, that's a great ranking there. It opened in Japan on September 18th and ranked number 2 in its opening weekend. Lastly, this week brings the announcement of 2 deaths in the industry. Manga creator Takao Yaguchi passed away this week at age 81 due to pancreatic cancer. He's probably best known for his Tsurukichi Sanpei fishing manga, which ran in Weekly Shonen Magazine from 73 to 83, with a total of 65 compiled book volumes. It inspired a TV anime series from 80 to 82, and a live-action film in 2009. He received the Regional Person of Cultural Merit Award in 2009 as well. His most recent manga was Versus Yoshin-san, a spin-off, which just ended on July 7th. The Yokote Masuda Manga Museum, a museum in Yokote City dedicated to Yaguchi's works, announced it will hold a gathering to remember Yaguchi at a later date. Finally, Toei announced on Friday that Toei Group Chairman Yusuke Okada also passed away this week at age 71. Okada, son of longtime Toei president Shigeru Okada, joined Toei in 1988, became a board member in 1992, managing director in 2000, then president and CEO back in 2002. In 2014, he moved into the position of representative director and group chairman, and also served as managing director for Toei Animation. He was a producer and actor before joining Toei. He also previously served as the chairman for the Motion Picture Producers Association of Japan, and was the honorary chairman of the Japan Academy earlier this year. Rest in peace.